Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make a beautiful edible print cake, that too in two delicious flavors, Nutella truffle and butterscotch. You can use this technique to make any flavor of cake you want. It works perfectly on all mediums. Today I'm going to show you how to use edible print on whipped cream. With this technique, you can make beautiful photo cakes for your loved ones. Since I'm making a double flavored cake, I'm using a half and half sponge, which I've already taught you in my previous videos. You can check that out. Now I like to soak my sponge with milk, but you can use simple syrup also. It's completely up to you, but I feel that milk enhances the flavor a lot more. I'm using my eggless chocolate and eggless vanilla sponge recipe. You can check them out. The link is given in the description below. I'm also using my 2-ingredient ganache to frost the chocolate side. Use an offset spatula to spread it nicely and evenly all through the cake. The edges might be a little difficult because it's a square cake, but you can use any shape you want. A round cake will be easier if you're a beginner. Half and half cakes are perfect where there's a mixed crowd or you simply can't decide which flavor to go for. I would suggest you go for both. Once the chocolate side is frosted, similarly frost the vanilla side. I'm using my caramel cream. And this is simply whipped cream plus my homemade salted caramel sauce, the recipe for which is already uploaded and the link is given in the description below. If you don't want to make your own caramel sauce, you can use the ones available in the market. They work pretty well and you can add as much quantity as you want according to your taste. It is extremely important that the height of both our frostings is equal so that the cake is nice and even once it's complete. And now I'm going to top it up with lots of Nutella. And here's a quick tip, always add your hazelnuts before adding the Nutella because otherwise the second layer won't stick to the ganache because of the hazelnuts and it will fall off once you cut it in. So always add Nutella after the hazelnuts. I always forget it and I have to add another layer, but there's never enough Nutella anyway, so works for me. On the vanilla side, I've added butterscotch chips and some butterscotch sauce or my caramel sauce. And with this, our first layer of frosting is complete, and now I'm going to add my second layer of sponge. Now this is technically the first layer, the topmost layer. I'm adding it upside down. And as we did for the first layer, soak your sponge and start frosting it. I always prefer to fill in the sides first so that if there's any inconsistency in the height of the sponge, it can be covered and our cake is nice and even. Half and half cakes are so fun to make because you can use any flavors of your choice. It always comes out amazing. Stay tuned until the end of the video because I'm going to show you how to color your whipped cream without actually coloring it. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Now that the second layer is frosted, I'm going to place the third layer upside down so that our cake is nice and even. Crumb coat it and refrigerate it until it's completely chilled and set. So coming to the most important part of our video, the edible print. And I'm pretty sure none of you have an edible printer at your homes or you won't be watching this video obviously. But anyway, I got mine printed from a local bakery nearby and you can do the same. Just give them the dimensions of the cake you want and they'll print it for you, cut it into the desired shape and it's ready to use. Once our cake is nice and chilled, I'm gonna put a very thin layer of whipped cream all over, even on the ganache side, and I'm gonna smoothen it out completely, just on the top. The moisture in the cream will make sure that the edible print sticks to your cake and you don't need any water or any glue to apply this. Simply remove the plastic sheet from the bottom and carefully, very carefully, leaving no air gaps, place your edible print onto the fresh cream. And please make sure you keep it away from water. Do not touch water at all. Since the edible print sheet is made up of sugar and starches, it gets ruined when it comes in contact with water. So this is the only precaution you need to take. Do not let water touch your sheet. And now we're ready to give the final touches to our cake. For that I'm using red and blue gel colors since it's Avengers themed. And I'm going to show you how you can color your whipped cream very easily. All you need is gel color and a toothpick. As you've seen, I've already turned my piping bag upside down and I'm going to take some gel color onto the toothpick and I'm going to make 2 thin stripes on one side with blue color and 2 thin stripes on the opposite side with red color. Gel colors are highly concentrated and you don't need a lot of it. It might seem that I'm using very little color right now, but once you add the cream, the color will spread automatically and it will give a beautiful color to the cream and you don't even need to mix it with the cream. I'm using a small star nozzle. You can use any nozzle of your choice. I'm going to turn the piping bag inside out again And I'm going to place my nozzle inside and I'm going to fill it with my caramel cream. You can fill it with plain vanilla cream also. As you can see, just as the color comes in contact with the cream, it spreads automatically, giving our cream a really beautiful color. And I'm going to take some of the cream out until I can see both the colors coming out of the nozzle. This is the easiest way to color your whipped cream without actually coloring it. It's so quick and easy. And now our cream is ready and I'm going to pipe out shells all around my cake. Now this requires some practice, but I can guarantee you it gets better with time. So don't stop practicing. Even if it comes out bad, keep doing it. You can use any nozzle you have and pipe out any pattern you want. There are a few things that you need to keep in mind. The most important one is not to overfill your piping bag. The heat from your hand will melt the frosting and you won't be able to pipe it because it won't hold its shape. And secondly, do not rush. Take your time and pipe steadily. Hold the piping bag steady and keep it sealed from the back and place the other hand at the nozzle for a better grip. I love piping out shells, and you can pipe out rosettes or dollops or any kind of pattern you want. It just makes the cake look so pretty without any extra effort. So going back over the important points, few things you need to keep in mind while making a photo cake. Make sure you get the photo done on the day that you want to make the cake because the colors fade away otherwise. Okay, this is important. And secondly, do not let your edible print sheet come in contact with water at all. It will ruin the sheet completely. Number 3, you do not need any kind of glue or water to stick your sheet to the cake. Just apply a very thin layer of frosting and carefully place your sheet on top without leaving any air gaps. And don't forget to take off the plastic sheet from the bottom because that will take away the edible part from the edible print cake. All you need to do is just stick the sheet and it will absorb the moisture from the cream that we've added and it will become soft and you can cut it in. I'm doing the final layer of shells over the top and our cake is almost ready now. If you try making photo cakes after watching my video, please do let me know in the comment section how you liked it, and you can also share your pictures with us on Instagram. My handle is on the screen and I love getting your reviews and pictures, so please don't forget to share. And with this, our cake is ready, and as you can see, the cake looks beautiful. The edible print looks very pretty on the cake and the shells make it look even more beautiful. In case you have any doubts regarding edible print, piping, coloring or anything related to cakes, you can let me know in the comment section and I'll get back to you. Or even better, if you share your pictures with me on Instagram, because that will be easier for me to assess and I can help you better. And if you want me to make a video on something particular you want to learn, you can let me know in the comment section. I definitely do that. But you have to like my videos and subscribe to my channel because I put in a lot of effort for you guys. And please, I deserve a subscribe and a like. Lots of them. Don't forget to press the bell icon so that you never miss any video, and I'll see you next time.